Roses are red, violets are blue. One is dead, and so are you?
Hello, and welcome to another one of my random reviews.
No! No! Get away! Get away! Get away!
With it being Valentine's Day this month, I thought we'd take a look at the 80s slasher film My Bloody Valentine.
It's a bad time, this time of year. Bad things coming. My words you hear.
Set in the aptly named town of Valentine's Bluff, they're preparing for their first Valentine's dance in over 20 years.
Let the good times roll! All right!
These were halted after a disgruntled miner named Harry Warden decided to murder some of his managers one Valentine's night after he blamed them for an accident at the mine the year previous.
But I think we'd all be better off if you played down the fact that it's the first Valentine's dance in 20 years, if you know what I mean.
Of course, some of the older townsfolk think reinstating the dance is a bad idea.
I know what I'm saying.
Forget about having a party at all on Saturday night. Or you may not live to see daylight.
But the kids that work at the mine, none of which look a day under 35, are very dismissive of the old legends of the town and are looking forward to having some fun.
Hey, lighten up, Hap. Piss on Harry Warden and that damn old legend. We're gonna have ourselves a party.
This is what we in the trade call foreshadowing. Unfortunately for them, it seems that the upcoming dance has angered somebody, as several townsfolk are murdered shortly afterwards by somebody in a miner's outfit. With the dance abruptly called off,
The dance is cancelled. Let's tear every poster, every banner, every decoration down and out of sight.
the youngsters decide to sneak into the mine after dark and hold their own party in the employee lounge.
It's party time!
Only for an unwanted gatecrasher to show up and spoil all their fun. Has Harry Warden returned? Or is this the work of a copycat with a bone to pick? Released during the slasher boom of the early 80s, it's fair to say that My Bloody Valentine owes more than just a passing nod to Friday the 13th. Indeed, both films were released by Paramount Pictures in the US, and the film's bloody climax takes place on Saturday the 14th, which is a none too subtle hint as to where its inspiration came from. It even has a crazy Ralph-type character warning the kids of their impending doom.
I know what I'm talking about. I'm telling you now. This town is accursed.
Now, unfortunately, the film didn't prove to be quite as popular as its contemporaries, and it fared quite poorly at the box office on its original release. However, it still managed to garner a large cult following over the years, and even managed to spawn a 3D remake in 2009.
It can't be happening again. It can't be happening again.
Now, one of the reasons for its poor performance at the box office was undoubtedly due to the fact that it was very heavily censored for its US release, and was virtually blood-free. Now, it was this heavily cut version that was also released internationally. Now, there are reports that a scene involving the severed arm during the ending was still included in some prints. However, this wasn't on the old UK VHS release, so this is unconfirmed.
Assholes.
The good news, though, is that the uncut footage was eventually unearthed and included on a special edition DVD in the US by Lionsgate Films, which has also been released on US Blu-ray by Shout Factory.
Mabel, this is the best thing that's happened to this town in years.
Now, at the time of recording this review, the uncut version hasn't yet been released in the UK, so if you want to watch this in all its uncut glory, then you're going to have to invest in a multi-regional player.
This better not be your idea of a joke, TJ.
Do I look like I'm joking?
Now, to summarise, the film is actually really good fun, though it does need to be viewed in its complete and uncut form. There's some really great bloody kills, some good action sequences, including a fight on a minecart, as well as some brutal executions. So if you like 80s slasher films, then this one is definitely a must.
What a blast!
In the mind, that's exactly what it would be.
Thank you very much for watching. Have you seen My Bloody Valentine? If so, tell us what you thought about it in the comment section below. And also be sure to tell us what other films you'd like to see reviewed in a future video. If you enjoyed this review, please give us a thumbs up, as it really helps us in the YouTube algorithm, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't already done so. That's all for this review, so until the next video...
Where Harry wanted.
Shut the fuck up!